like, it's almost like addictive, the type personality when it comes to sales. Like, I was just like, let me dial one more time, let me dial one more time. Even though for the first, I want to say 3 or 4 months of cold calling, I got zero traction. It's not about what you say, it's how you say it. And you could say, go fuck yourself, and it could make them like you if you say it the right way. You sit in an office with salespeople, you'll know who's a fucking killer and who isn't, just based on the fact on if they make excuses or not for not getting a deal closed.
Do you believe in / follow sales scripts? Over the last 3 months or so, tell me the craziest thing that's happened to you.
I mean,
craziest story.
Craziest story? Hey man, like every fucking week there's a story. But like, let's just say it's just life. I'm at 6 figures monthly now with Tricity.
Nice.
I'm not too sure if you did any research on my company, but I am in the med spa niche. And
nice. Amazing.
yeah, no, so just really knuckle down on that, and that's really the main focus for now. Maybe the odd YouTube video here or there might take it in a different direction, but that's it, man. That's my story. Nothing too crazy, but for me, it's crazy.
That's funny. Is how I discovered you. It was in the funniest way ever. Like,
tell me.
I was just on YouTube, like just kind of minding my own business, and like I usually have Newsfeed Eradicator on, but like I had my YouTube open and I was just kind of going through it.
Yeah.
And then I see this like video. I see this thumbnail, and I thought it was my friend's video, right? Because I've known this guy. I've never met him in person, but like I've kind of jumped on a couple calls with him, and then I click on the video. And it's you just fucking flaming him.
Oh, no.
Carter Vincentini. Fucking flaming this guy. And I'm like, oh, this guy's got a funny fucking personality. And I think from that moment on, I subscribed. And then, like, I think it was like, I don't know, maybe a couple months later, I get a DM from you. And it was just like such a hook DM. He's like, you're like, yo. You said something along the lines like, yo, I'm talking about you in my next video.
Yeah.
And then, like, didn't
Wasn't
say
getting
anything
permission.
else.
No permission. I just said stay tuned. The thing is, I
And
remember.
you're like, stay tuned. And I'm like, yeah. And I was just like, it was funny. I had like my business partner and stuff, and we were like waiting for your video to come out. Because my thinking was like, this guy's just going to come on and fucking just flame me, and I'm fucking ready for it. But yeah, no, I think you have developed a really good niche in your YouTube and whatnot. Like, I think, kind of just being yourself. But yeah, I mean, what prompted you to even start posting those YouTube content and stuff?
Man, I mean, you remember when I had blonde hair? I made YouTube like half-hearted kind of YouTube videos back in the day, and I mean, it was all fugazi when I was uploading them. There was no money. Well, there was a little bit of dough going into my bank account, but I was acting like I was really balling. And even now, I'm not. Like, there's still bigger fish in the sea. But I actually had something, malleable, and my company was growing when I restarted making videos. And it really was, I mean, just motivation from people that I knew, like, why did you stop making videos? Why did you stop doing this? They're really good. And I said, you know what, why not? Let's get back on this bandwagon. And I think I started uploading from October, consistently out until, I want to say, the end of March or mid-March. And, it's something that I want to continue doing, but I just enjoyed being real. Like, I don't like talking. I know a lot of people do it. I like making videos about like success and like, I've made this or people have done this and blah, 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 blah. But I just really like going into like the cold-hearted, just saying, okay, this is how you can actually make the money by cold calling like this. Yeah. And I'm breaking down other people, maybe beginners, which of course people will make that kind of, like relatability where they say, oh, I'm Carter Vincentini right here. And by the way, let me add on to that. When I did make that video of him, I reached out to him, and I'll tell you exactly how it worked out. I waited like a week for him to respond. I said, is it cool if I upload this video? And he took a week to respond. I had the video made like 2 weeks before I even texted him. And I was like, this motherfucker took a week to respond. So from now on, if I'm making a video on someone, I'm telling them I'm uploading them, and they have no say about it. So that's why it came about. Like, I was very kind of like, look, man, you're going to be in my next video. Short cameo, though. So, it wasn't too crazy.
Yeah. So obviously successful entrepreneur yourself. Now, I don't know if this is just only the side of it that you show online or if this is really your bread and butter. But from what I've seen of you online and from the content that you put out, it seems as though that your bread and butter is cold calling, sales, and that kind of side of it. Has it always been that way? Like, have you always been good at sales? Have you always had the charisma, or is that something that you learned over time?
Man, I worked in a restaurant until the 1st of January 2023. Like, I really only got into a sales role, and I joined Hustlers University maybe prior 2-3 months before that. But I really only got into sales when I moved to London and got a sales role as an account executive. I bullshit my way into the position with no credentials or anything, and I just kind of crushed it there. And then I decided, like 6-7 months in there, Tricity, my company, kind of took off, where I was kind of able to put all my focus in there and keep the lights on. So I don't think it is. I think it's more like, I always say it, man. And I'm not trying to be all this commercial when it comes to talking, because I do want to make it just like a very organic conversation. It's all about
Yeah,
volume. It's all about volume
of
and
course.
understanding the people you're talking to. You know, you could be really shit and still get results if your volume is there and your work ethic is there. But I had a little bit of skill, fine tuned it, but it wasn't always the thing, bro. I was working a fucking pizzeria for
Hmm.
for like playing professional basketball, doing whatever, jacking off playing video games up until 2023, the first day of that year. So really a quickly developed skill, I want to say.
I'd like to hear more about the paradigm shifts that you had in regards to how much volume it actually takes to go from good to great.
Man, I couldn't sleep. Like, it really is like, I used to play video games all the time and played professional basketball all the time, and it was very much like, and I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I can put it in terms of, when you play a video game and you're just like, yo, let's stay on for one more game. Let's stay on for one more game. Let's stay on for one more game. Let's play
Yeah.
basketball. Let's do another 1v1. Like, let's keep running it. Let's keep running it. I transitioned the mindset all the way over. Like it's almost like addictive type personality when it comes to sales. Like, I was just like, let me dial one more time. Let me dial one more time. Even though for the first, I want to say 3 or 4 months of cold calling, I got zero traction. So it really is just an addiction. And I just couldn't. I mean, I was turning 25, working in a fucking restaurant, playing professional basketball in Europe,
Yeah.
getting paid less than 25 grand a year. And I thought I was the shit. So I had a hard reality check when I saw this Andrew Tate bullshit online. I was like, how the
Yeah.
fuck does someone make that much money online? And I kind of learned that. I mean, I don't know if you know much about Cameron, England, but we knew each other very
I
much at
do.
the beginning. Yeah, we,
Yeah.
we kind of connected and we met in Hustlers University at the beginning, and that's why we do almost the exact same thing. He had, like, look, I'll always give props to where props need to be given. And we're direct competitors when it comes to working against each other, because we're in the exact
Yeah.
same industry, exact same niche. We're always trying to snipe each other's clients. But he was working really hard, and I saw he was like cold calling. And this is when I was introduced to cold calling, like, really. When I
Yeah.
saw him, just not no experience whatsoever. And by the way, if he's watching this, he knows I'm a fucking real G, because I'm telling this about him. And I have all my opinions about him, and I'm sure he has opinions of me, but I'll always give him props for this, because he had the work ethic that I saw within Hustlers University to do things that he wasn't comfortable doing, and he started the cold calling craze. I
Yeah.
did a few calls here and there, but he was really the one that was like addicted to it. And I was like, man, the competitive nature just kicked in. And I was like, man, he's not going to be better than me. So I just started dialing out cold calling in the UK, in Ireland. And then it just got, you know, I hired a team, and now I do about like 1,000 touch points a day when it comes to cold calling with my sales team.
Was there any few things that took you from good to great with cold calling? Like after 3 months, like, oh shit, I figured like that's the thing.
Definitely when it comes to actually knowing and understanding the product and the people that you're going to be
Hmm.
speaking to. I understand my niche really quickly. That
Yeah.
the type of people that I was going to be speaking to weren't like sales savvy or tech savvy or even business savvy. They're very much just trying to like, oh, I don't have enough clients. How can I get that to a point where I'm not worrying about that anymore? And it was very much like
Yeah.
they weren't as educated. So I just kind of got used to knowing the lingo, showing them results, really. Like, knowing that I had results backing what I was saying was more than
Yeah.
enough for me to just like bulldoze my way through the sale. So it really was just like, I honestly think I got lucky when it comes to the niche that I'm in, and getting results the first month for the first client I ever signed. And I think that's where it kind of came. Like, it was just like delusional confidence at the beginning, and then it turned out into actual confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say. And I mean, like a big thing that, I hear people talk about a lot, people that are like actually made it and like super successful, is like, it's a myth that confidence comes first. Like people are just confident. Like they probably come onto your YouTube channel like, oh my God, like if I had the confidence of Tariq, I'd be able to sell too. But the thing is like, to me, it's always been like, courage comes before confidence, right? In order to have
Agreed.
confidence, you got to start with courage, right?
Totally,
Were
man.
you,
Totally.
so with that, did you like, working at a pizzeria, were you always like able to just walk up and talk to anybody, or was like the first couple cold calls like you're shaking in your boots trying to
Hey,
script?
man, I was shitting my pants on the cold call, but I had no problem approaching anyone in real life when it came to like
Yeah.
talk to anyone. Like,
Yeah.
I was very much like, I'm Irish, so I was in a culture, and the people that I grew up with, very, very outspoken people. I
Yeah.
had no problem speaking to anyone within any scenario. It could be friendly, it could be argumentative, it could be just talking to a random stranger. It doesn't matter. But
Hmm.
when I picked up that phone for the first time, man, I remember my first ever fucking phone call. I don't know if I can curse, excuse my French, but
Oh, you can't curse on my channel? Are you kidding me?
I came to the right place. I came to the right place.
Yeah, you came to the right place if you want to curse.
You get monetized, right? Your monetization works?
My $400 a month in YouTube
Yeah.
AdSense isn't worth it.
Hey, man. Hey,
I'd rather swear.
Yeah, same here. Mine got shut down. But again, I worked copywriting I did copywriting like in Hustlers University, and that's where I kind of started my first ever cold calling. And I was big into like cigars. Like I was like, shit, I never see ads running for cigar companies or just any type of tobacco related companies. I quickly understood how, because when I called my first ever, when I did my first ever cold call, it was a cigar company in the UK. And I go, hey, is the owner here? He answered, he goes, what's it, inquire? And I just said, business, shot my pants, hung up. I was like, oh, fuck, man, that was close one. That was a close one. Then I called back the next day and he told me, oh, you can't actually market tobacco in the UK. It's illegal. So I was like, oh, shit, okay. But that was that. My first ever cold call. I remember to this day.
Do you believe in / follow sales scripts?
No. I had a sales script. I mean, you could very much get a sales script up on another monitor, dial the number, but I guarantee you're not going to word for word say what you just see on the screen when someone picks up the phone. Because
and if you do, you're not booking the appointment.
Exactly. And once an objection comes, you're immediately going into a shell, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah. Now it's just off of my ability and my ability to speak to this person and try to, traject this conversation in a way to book them in, because following a script isn't really how it's done. It's not about what you say, it's how you say it. And you could say, go fuck yourself, and it could make them like you if you say it the right way.
Yeah. So you said you started your agency about a year ago, maybe 13, 14 months ago?
I want to say I started in October, because that's when I had the idea, and that's when I downloaded Go High Level. And October 2022 was when I downloaded Go High Level. Okay. And there was no $99 option or $97 a month option. I was paying straight off the bat without the free trial. There probably was a $99 option, but my dumbass didn't see it. And I was paying $297 for 3 months straight. And I think I went like $1,000 with Twilio with outreach. So I spent like $2,000 from October, November, December until January is when I got my first client, which is when I truly want to say my business actually was established, but it wasn't really a business then. I was just helping out a company. But yeah, 19 months.
So in the last 18 months, you've gone from zero to, passing that 6-figure monthly rate. What are the biggest paradigm shifts that you've had in the process?
Paid advertising, man. Like, you can do as much outreach as you want, but I saw your last video, man, and your hate on it. I took the same formula with my YouTube videos, pretty much kind of like saying, all this shit is fluff. This is what you need to say. I did the exact same thing with my ads. I don't know if you've seen my funnel, but my ads are very much like, I'm cursing in my ads too, to these business owners in med spas. And I'm saying, look, these guys are fucking bullshitters. Let me show you exactly how it needs to be done. I put that same kind of concept into a funnel, put $1,010 a month into ads for 2 months straight. And that was the huge shift. But I built a foundation before running ads, because I only started ads March 1st. Up until then, It was all outbound. Got it to about 30 grand, 40 grand a month, just outbound, with like a less than 5% churn. Then after that, ads, it was like a breath of fresh air, because our appointment setters were so spread out, not getting enough accounts. After ads started, now they're like, oh shit, slow down. But we've really established a good foundation to the point that now we can kind of pace ourselves and not go too heavily into ads anymore, and just really kind of fine tune. Oh shit, we just got slapped in the face with 30 more clients. Let's figure this shit out.
Yeah, so, and I mean that's a great approach. Like any of the recent companies that I've been involved with recently, like we just start with ads. If there's a personal brand that we can rope into this, like that's huge. Like one of our clients is actually, it's this guy that sells the coaching and a software. So he sells like a software and like a coaching program for like, it's something to do with like in the crypto space. And with his personal brand and that ad combination, like it's just, night and day. But I mean, I think I have always kind of, preached the process of like, if you're starting out, you're dead broke and you have $1,000, don't spend that $1,000 on ads.
Do not. I mean,
get to 10, 20, 30K a month through cold outbound, and then reinvest that into the ads. And that's when the thing's going to blow up.
Agreed. I mean, I think, and just to add on to that, Hunter, I don't know if you keep up with Hunter and Stevie. Well, I've really learned a lot from those guys.
Stevie's my next guest after you.
Shout out Stevie, man. He's a beast, honestly. Like when he fucking, I search his name up every day to just see if he's on podcasts or anything like that. And I'm not a meat writer. You know that. I'm not. But like when he fucking talks, I listen because he really knows what the fuck he's
Yeah.
talking about when it comes to this.
Yeah.
And he said, look, once your foundations are set, and by the way, all that money on ads wasn't on a credit card, but I'm just saying, if your foundation is set, you have really competent appointment setters, your KPIs are good. Now, this is just for my particular niche, maybe for the health niche as well, maybe even like a whatever it might be, real estate niche,
Yeah.
plug and play, let's just say, whatever. But once you have your foundation set up, he's a big advocate for saying, put 10 G's on a credit card and put it on ads. Because once
Yeah.
that's set up, there'll be no problem with getting that money back and paying it off within the month. So that's just the way I look at it. And I know now, like, I really want to put smoke everyone. Tie that in
Have you
with Andy Elliott, Andy Elliott and Stevie's actual, like, structure. Man, there's only 2 or 3 competitors that are going to get absolutely demolished by this.
100%. Have you tapped into YouTube ads at all?
Not really. I could tap into YouTube video ads for just like growing my channel and my personal brand, but I don't really see well, you know what? You could be teaching me a lesson or two here, but for me, I don't see when it comes to my niche in general, because we've pretty much already, our frequency is like 3 already. I think we've already targeted all the people that
Yeah.
run a med spa business in the US and Canada alone. So maybe, but it's definitely not on our agenda just yet. But YouTube ads, I know for sure are like a killer right now.
Yeah, I mean YouTube ads and obviously like a YouTube channel that talks about like serving your niche. It's definitely been the game changer for our agency right now. Like because like with our agency, it's like we do done for you cold email for agency owners, right? And like agency owners are our target, so it's like people will jump on the sales call and it's like 80% of the selling has already been done.
Mm.
Right, so that's definitely a big help. But I'm curious to know, like, what's your kind of plan? Like, if you're already hitting 3x frequency with like Facebook ads and stuff.
I mean, TikTok is going to be the next kind of thing we're looking at. Like, I
Yeah,
already know, I always talk about SEO, and the best way you can increase your SEO is just like collect Google reviews. So I think we're at like
yeah,
30 something reviews right now. We're still going slow. Like, I'm all about pacing ourselves. I don't really want the quick wins, because now that we're at like, we're really just pacing now. Like, we're really at that. Okay, we've got 42 clients, we've got 50 clients. How do we stop these guys from churning so that when we sign another batch of people on, everyone's happy? So we're just focusing on like really saturating Facebook and Instagram for the next maybe
yeah,
30 days. After that, like we've been working on TikTok, and we already know that's where a lot of the traction and our niche in general. Like, I don't see
yeah,
the thing. I don't give that education to other people that I don't know myself. So I'm not going to talk about anything that I don't know already. So we
yeah,
already know TikTok is the next step for us when it comes to running ads. But best believe our ads on Facebook and Instagram will always be there, and they'll change, of
yeah,
course, change the frequency, change the offer. I always have like paradigm shifts, like you said, with the type of clients that we can work with. I had a huge meeting with a couple of people in the past couple of days about like large ticket treatments and only marketing to those people now. So I already know, just because we only tapped the surface of ads, 60 days of running ads,
yeah,
for, like never doing it before, and getting the return we got on it is insane. So I don't have enough optics to kind of say, oh, this is the next step. But TikTok is 100% something we're looking into right now, just because we know that's where all our traffic is in our company.
What's your team makeup right now?
Like my team, like how big my team is.
Yeah,
About 10 1099s, one W2. So I'm trying to get everyone on W2 by the end of this year, or at least 10
yeah,
people W2, just full term contract. After
yeah,
that, I mean, my company is co-owned by 3 people, and like dedicated operate COO, and then a dedicated 2 COOs, CEO. But the 2 COOs are absolutely killers. Like they
yeah.
have their own agencies. Like, shout out Ryan and us, and those guys are my guys, and they live in Vancouver. I
Oh,
moved into
really?
their house. Yeah, that's why I was there. We just got an Airbnb, bro. I was in Burnaby. I was in
Yeah.
Burnaby for 3 months, and that
How
was
how'd you
also
how'd you meet
right?
them?
My fucking YouTube videos, man. When I had blonde hair, when I had 100 subscribers, they joined my Discord server, and the rest is history. In January, by the way, last January.
Our
Now we're
personal
full.
brand.
Hey, man, and it's not even that. Like, those guys, like, best believe there was like 2,000, 3,000 people in that server, and they
Yeah,
were the only 2 left that actually made it to 10K a month. By the way, I wasn't.
yeah,
I said join the server to learn how to make 10 grand a month. I didn't have any resources. There wasn't anything paid. There wasn't anything this. Wasn't anything that. I was like, jump on a call with me and let's figure this shit out together. Now I actually
yeah,
know, but I know I'm
yeah,
not going to put my eggs in that basket. But that's how I actually met them, through Discord. They liked me, I liked them. We said, hey, look, we all do the med spa industry. We all have 10 grand per month agencies. Why don't we just combine our shit and
yeah.
figure this out. And it really did pay off because it's not about the
That's
money.
amazing. That's amazing. And do you have a mentorship program too?
I completely vetted that off. I told everyone within my circle. So I
Yeah.
do mentoring when it comes to like, it's just one-to-one calls, and I basically give you all the snapshots and everything that we do, and we always update
Yeah.
it. So everything that we
Yeah.
do, we just give to you. But what people actually pay for are the one-to-ones that we do. We do about 4 or 5 a month. But I
Yeah.
turned it off after just realizing like, hey, look, I need to focus on this. So I need to make sure that you're getting your value. I get like 3 or 4 DMs a day. Yo, what's this about your mentor? I was like, mate, everything's there for fucking free. Okay.
It's
Just
funny. I
join
did
my
the exact same
Discord.
thing.
Yeah. It's
I
don't
yeah.
talk to me. Like when you can just get yourself to a level first, and then when you're ready, you won't even need to be talking to me.
That's our whole thing too. Like for the majority of 2023, it was mainly I've been in the agency space for about 6 years.
Solid, man. You're
And for
pushing it. By the
yeah,
way, I don't mean to interrupt. You think you're just watching my videos? Bro, I've seen all your videos. Like you're killing. Seriously. Like you don't even need to hear it
I,
from me, man, but like I you don't need to brief me on anything, man. I know you're a fucking dog, man. You're hustling straight up.
I appreciate that. That means a lot. Yeah, but we for the majority of 2023, we ran a coaching program, and it was your typical coaching program and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
then we realized that just there's that 10% of people, there's that 20% of people that they come in and they're legitimate killers. Right. And so what our paradigm shift was like, fuck this. Let's just dedicate our whole company to working with that 20%.
Yeah.
And so our whole coaching program, we do 2 calls a week. It's completely free. It's all in our school. It's free, but you have to apply to actually join in it, because if you're a degenerate, we just decline. But the people that we can just roughly eyeball test their profile and be like, okay, you
Of
got some
course.
potential here. We let them in there. And then, the people that succeed with us, the people that, start to get their agency off the ground, there is that upsell into like done for you, client
Of course.
acquisition and consulting on the back end and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, the coaching program, like how long did you do that for?
This is the thing, and it always sounds conceited. I know, and I only did it for like 2 or 3 months, by the way.
Yeah.
But I know I have more value to give than every other guy when it comes to YouTube. And that's no disrespect to you, Stevie,
Yeah.
Hunter, anyone on that list, that video that you were in. I know because, and you know what? I'm not going to denote. I'm not going to denote Hunter and Stevie, because those guys are grown ass men and older
Yeah.
and have been through a lot of shit. And of course, Hunter is these guys are older. So let me just kind of put it at that.
Yeah.
And it's not to do with age. It's just to do with the
Yeah.
situations that they're in.
Oh, for
But
sure.
I know for a fact, by the way, like those, like a lot of people that I've spoke to, I've probably seen pay for your like resources, and I've seen, or not pay, or just joined your company. Like everyone knows everyone really, and it's so
Yeah,
small,
of
man. Like
course.
the
Yeah.
SMMA space on YouTube is insane. Like you wouldn't believe
Yeah.
it, But the thing is, I know that I can really help someone like past the agency level, like really just helping you grow and appeal to another person as a man. And I don't want to say that that's something I can kind of sell, because I don't. But
Yeah.
that's why I had the Discord, and that's why it was free for like a year and a half straight, because I really just jumped on calls every single day, literally the same time every single day, 12 p.m. EST, every day for like almost 365 days, just talking and hearing stories from other people, and just call them, hey, look, man, this is what you actually need to do. Not business related, like straight up just talking about their life in general. And that's where I appeal to when it comes to teaching someone and mentoring someone. When it comes to SMMA, I don't have enough information, but I can give you what I'm
Yeah.
doing, and it's fucking working. So just take it, and that's free.
Out of all the people that you spoke to, what were the most common problems that you saw, common patterns with people, and how did you help them overcome that?
A lot of it, man, is discipline. Like, I mean, that's the answer. Discipline. Like, and excuses. People make excuses all the time, saying, "Oh my God, my product is so good. This, that, and this. I did everything I could." And then I look in and I dive deep into the agency, and I'm looking at like, bro, where the fuck is the volume? Like I'm very much the sales guy. So Austin and Ryan are our operations and actually, refining our product, and I'm also part of like making product better. But when it comes
Yeah.
to like sales, I can very much say, look, the reason why you fucking suck is because your volumes aids, your outreach method isn't feasible for the type of niche that you're in. And on top of that, you're making excuses as to why you're not booking them in. I've had a sales facing role too. I worked in an office in Doctify. Shout out
Yeah.
Doctify. Great fucking company. But I had some team members that just, you sit in an office with salespeople, you'll know who's a fucking killer and who isn't. Just based on the fact on if they make excuses or not for not getting a deal closed. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't get that fucking deal because of this, that, and this. Or why won't they sign the contract? And I'm just thinking, man, the reason why you're saying that is because you're just not admitting to the fact that you fucking suck. Do that, and you might actually start getting more deals, because then you might open
Yeah.
your ears a little bit more and listen to someone who's better than you. So there's a lot of problems, but the main one is discipline and not making excuses.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
the main one.
Definitely. Alrighty, man. Well, I think you definitely provided some really good value here. I appreciate, you coming on here and, sharing some of your insights. And I'm going to be honest with you. I actually didn't know how successful you'd become just in the last short period of time until this podcast. So I think really jumping on here, it was kind of cool because it was kind of it was almost like a different person than I thought I was going to speak to. So I was
what did you think?
Curious to I had to get, if I thought you were somewhere between 20, 30K a month.
Not even price point. No. Let's forget about the numbers. What did you think? What kind of person were you expecting to jump on this call?
Oh, I got exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting a little bit more meat writer jokes.
Yeah, of course.
I thought you were gonna. I was expecting a little bit more of just ridiculous things being said, but
not anymore, man. Wait, am I normally like that? Do I have situations where it's like that?
I'm cracking up regularly watching your content, so
makes sense. I appreciate it, man. No, man, seriously, I don't want to say I'm a cool cat, but I'm very much chilled out when it needs to be chilled out. I think it's because I had to decompress. I'm working 12, 14 hours a day, but because it's a different setting, like Vancouver, it was ball to the fucking wall with the boys. We were on it. But here, mother's birthday, I don't drink alcohol. Don't expect me to pull out a fucking glass of wine after this or a cigar. It's just a nice place, good Wi-Fi. That's why I'm here. It's just a hotel. I'm probably a little bit more decompressed, so that's probably why there's no meat rider jokes or fuck you this, fuck you that, or even a fight or an argument that ensuing between us. That's what I think. That's what I was thinking. Should do it for the virality of it.
Yeah, just go viral. Anyways, alrighty, man. Well, appreciate you, and I'm sure we'll connect again.